right, guys, if you can't do this, you're not going to survive a street fight. It doesn't matter what style you practice. All right, guys, I'm Alan Branch from Glove Up. My man Matt is with me today. And what we're talking about is using your striking in a street fight context, or any martial art for that matter, requires one simple thing that you must survive if you expect any of this stuff to work. So real fighting of any kind is very chaotic. In training, everything is like pre-planned and structured and already has like a system in place. But what you have to learn is that applying that system under chaotic stress is a whole different thing. If you've ever actually fought, even in competition, you go back to the corner, you can hardly even think straight. The corner tells you, rattles off all this stuff. You hear the bell ring, you turn around, you take 2 steps, you already forgot most of what they told you. Everything that you have to do, that you're doing, is some sort of instinct that was built in during training. So what we want to do is help you survive the first 2 seconds of a street fight. And here's the difference. So in a match, you're able to hopefully you're smart enough to put your hands up so you're able to take some sort of posture to be ready to block. But in a street fight, sometimes you are facing the fight or flight problem. And what you see a lot of, and again, very important that you understand, he has no idea what we're doing. Do you? No idea. This is not scripted in any way. And what happens is going to happen. Okay. Now, in a street fight, you'll see a lot of times guys will go here and we go to this chest to chest argue mode. If you have half a brain, you understand that that is really stupid. So why would you do it? It's because of the adrenaline rush that you're getting as things begin to escalate. So you could be a trained boxer, a trained jiu-jitsu man. It doesn't matter. Once you get adrenalized, things are flying out the window. Think about this. Pro boxing matches, jiu-jitsu players, MMA fighters who are some of the best in the world, if they get in an argument at a press conference, what do they look like? Wild, swinging, crazy, sloppy. You'd have never thought they'd have trained a day in their life. Why is that? Because the adrenaline of a real fight when there's no rules is way different than competition. Okay? So if we're squared up, first thing is, please don't do this, because this is a contest of who's going to swing first. We have fight and flight. Flight, you're frozen. Fight, you go crazy. If he decides to go fight mode before I do, he's the one who throws the punch. I'm the one who ends up on my back, on the concrete, on a YouTube reel that I got knocked out. Okay? And you guys, they're everywhere. Just watch them. It's not funny, but it is funny that people are dumb enough to stand like this chest to chest and argue. So my gut reaction should be to step back, assume a frame type posture. I like this from Tony Blauer, who teaches what we call outside 90. And this outside of 90-degree posture with your forearms is the strongest position you could be in. The way he demonstrates this is pretty cool. So just real quick, so you understand context of what we're doing. What angle is that? 90 degrees. Okay. So what I'm going to do is put my chest on your glove and I'm going to squeeze and I'm going to try to put my thumb to your chest and you try to stop me. Okay. So you ready? That's pretty weak, wasn't it? This is not you. It's the angle. The angle is pretty weak. Now, if he does the same thing and takes this an outside of 90-degree angle, okay, I'm just watching for my mic up here, and I try the same thing. I can't move it, right? So when he throws his hands up, he throws them not like this, but out in front of him. This is for street fight. Just throw the hands up. So I'm just going to show you this right now, how it feels. It's out here, right? You feel it? So it's outside of 90 degrees. Here's what we got, guys. When we're defending that initial first 2 seconds of a street fight, what's important is that we learn to react to the attack. And we do that by flinching the hands up to a good defensive guard. Now, keep in mind, I'm surprised by this sucker punch. It catches me off guard. My hands are down. I didn't have my hands up. I wasn't in some sort of guard. I wasn't in some sort of jiu-jitsu lockup. We're just talking. Something happens. One of us gets triggered. Adrenaline. Here comes the punch, right? So when the punch comes, what we're going to do, we're going to start with a drill like this. In this drill, you're going to take that glove and you get to hit me in the forehead. It can be any kind of punch that you want. I'm not going to tell you what it is. It can be a straight, overhand, loop, whatever. Just loop it. Your goal is to hit me in the forehead. I have to start with my hands down. Now, I gave us a little space for the drill, right? So I start with my hands down. I'm relaxed, and When you're practicing this, of course, be careful. You can use a focus mitt. It's a much safer way to do this. So my hands are down, and I wait to look and see what his punch looks like. And throw the hands up, okay? My error there, as I threw the hands up, I wasn't really outside far enough. I got them up, but they were in close, so I didn't have as strong of a defense. Boom, throw the hands up and block it, okay? So what I'm working on is how fast can I get the hands up to an on guard position. Now, I didn't tell him to throw a straight right. So he could loop it, he can throw it any way he wants. I don't know what that is. So if you're a martial arts person and you're practicing defending these right hands with pre-telegraphed movements where you already know what's coming, you are not preparing yourself for the first 2 seconds of any fight. You can't say, okay, I'm ready. You ready? All right, throw a straight punch right here. Whoa! And then I go through some block. I know what it is, right? I don't know. What if he loops it around the outside like a soccer punch ball? The hands go up the same. See, I still have a defense. Just strange. Okay? So he loops it. Boom, hands go up. That time it sort of deflected off outside of my arm. What if he does? Now it's straight. Boom! Hands go up. So I survived the first 2 seconds of the encounter by flinching my hands up to a quick guard. Now, Matt has a grappling, a wrestling background. So he would be more comfortable getting inside to smother up my punches and trying to drag things to the ground, like a lot of our jiu-jitsu friends who are following this channel. Sure, but if you get caught before you ever have time to go down, how do you plan on doing that unconscious? Doesn't work too well. So if you survive that first 2 seconds, what's happened is we said that fighting is very chaotic, right? We go from calm to chaos. What this movement does when I bridge up to a guard, I flinch up, I block that first shot, it gives me sort of a position where now maybe I do want to shoot in and lock him up. Maybe I block this first shot, boom, and then I do want to go down. Maybe I block that first shot, boom, and now I can come back with a punch. Maybe I throw my hands up and block that first shot, boom, and then I shoot in and lock him up and start some sort of inside. Okay, but I have to survive that first shot. So the key of what we're working on here is the reflex to get your hands up, flinch to a guard, and survive. So let's review how we're going to do it. We're going to throw the hands up. I'm going to tuck the chin down. The forearms are going to be outside of 90 degrees, and I'm going to shield off that very first shot. I don't know what it is. I don't know how it looks. I don't know what kind of punch it's going to be, but I do know that I don't want to get hit by it. Last thing to understand is if you're doing the drill, what I'm looking for is what is the cue that he gives me that he's about to throw a punch. Does he drop his shoulder, drop his hand, lean to one side? Does the facial expression change? Does he begin a little dip? Does he plant a foot, take a step? Something is in there that happens prior to that punch coming out. So that's what I'm looking for. I don't care what the punch is. I just want to make sure that I am fast enough to react to that punch so that the hands are up and I can defend myself. So here we go again. And there you go. So quick, explosive, throw up the hands, and that would be the drill. Now, if I wanted Matt to practice that, since he's new, I would grab something like a paddle, and we'll let him do this exact same drill. And I'm just going to slap this out. Drop your hands. You'll see it coming in some capacity. And the hands go up. So both hands go up outside that. Don't you already feel more comfortable should that happen? Yeah. And literally 4 times going, okay, wait a minute. Sight. I see it. I see how to get the hands up. I know what that means. I don't want to get hit. I see the cue. I throw the hands up. I survive. Okay? If you can survive that first sucker punch, get under it, take the guy to the ground, take control. Dodge that first punch, get off a shot, a knee or an elbow, and finish that. Comment down below. Let us know what you thought of the video. If you want to see our entire course, we'd love to have you support us by joining our channel. We have all kinds of content on there that you can't see. It's in the members area. But we'll keep producing stuff like this. If you'll keep watching it, enjoying it, and engaging with it, we'll keep it coming. Guys, until next time, hands up, chin down. Remember to thank God every day that you have the strength to go one more round. We'll see you next time.